Hey everybody, so on a recent episode of Four-Sided Dive, we got some really interesting information about Vax'ildan. But before we get to that, we have to watch this iconic clip.
Odahan goes and strikes all the incarnations just into this frenzy. The earth elemental form cracks, and then what was once shale and pebble becomes red, blood scattering on the ground as Keyleth lies kind of frozen, eyes wide. Odahan goes for like a heart strike, and there's a dark flash in the air. And you see where Odahan's blade was. Instead, you see a cloak of feathers.
Jesus.
What?
Fuck, what the hell?
Black raven feathers.
Wait, put on the bingo. Put on the bingo.
Is Vax on there?
You see a masked figure with long...
Shut the fuck up, man! Shut up! No fucking way! You cannot be serious!
Where is it?
Who is now standing over and protecting her body. Daggers in each hand. Don't you even dare.
Oh god. Oh god.
Like him bamfing to come in to protect her for that brief moment has happened before. Like you said, we've established it's happened before, which is how they knew we could do that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but we don't know what instances that was.
The assassination.
It was the
in Zephyr.
assassination attempt.
Oh.
Though it's unconfirmed
right.
it's unconfirmed if Keyleth saw him then or was aware, but Odahan did see his presence.
We don't know the mechanics of how that works. Like, is that something that Vax can, well, before he became a lens, is that something that Vax could will to happen? Or in those moments, does he have to go to the matron and be like, hey, can you make me...
In theory, in theory, he's breaking the rules every time he does that.
Wow.
Oh,
Ooh, does he get punished?
Yeah. He's not supposed to do that.
Wait, what did you ask?
Is when he manifests himself as a corporeal form in those moments, he's
protect you,
breaking the rules, and so there has to be some sort of punishment or consequence.
Okay, I thought this was fascinating. Here we have Matt confirming that Vax has intervened on Keyleth's behalf before, and he even gives us one example of the assassination attempt. Now, for anybody that doesn't remember what that is, this is referring to the event pre-Campaign 3 where Zephyr was attacked by shadowy figures and, Keyleth's life was threatened. This event basically spurred on Orum's entire backstory. So we now know that Vax intervened to help save her then, and it at least seems like Keyleth didn't know this. It is possible that she knew and just that information was never revealed on screen, but it at least seems like she didn't. And it also seems like that when she saw him at the Malleus Key, that was the first time. Again, it's possible that it wasn't and she did know about this, but at least from what information we're privy to. But the fact that Ludinus and Odahan even staged that original assassination attempt in Zephyr begs the question of how did they even know to have that idea, which makes me think there is at least one other time that Vax has intervened that word got back to Ludinus to even give him that idea to then therefore get them all the way set up at the Malleus Key. So that just blew my mind, and it made me wonder, like, what other events has Keyleth gotten into that Vax deemed it worthy to intervene? And so much so that, he was willing to take a punishment for it, which of course he was, but, it's not as simple as him just intervening for any minor inconvenience. Like, it is a big thing for him to do. So, of course, again, it just begs the question of, I wonder what happened that caused him to do that. The only other time that we know of that we have seen Vax post Campaign 1 is due to a wish spell. So we know that these are very monumental occasions. And again, of course, he's being punished for them. So just thought this was fascinating. And I know a lot of critters don't watch Four-Sided Dive, so I wanted to make a video on this just to get the ball rolling in the comments to see if anybody had any cool theories or ideas for maybe putting this picture together even more. So anyways, that's all I got, but please let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Every time he does that, someone on Exandria dies.
I mean, I wouldn't be
Some
surprised.
innocent guy is just like,
eating his oatmeal.
Vax is over here just pressing the button of that philosophy question.
Hey, honey, could you hand me the paper over there?
But once again, I could see Vax being like, fucking worth it. Fuck Gerald. I don't care.
Hey, he killed that Nothic real fast.
Yeah, he did.